The JBL Endurance Run. Overall build quality, it does have an attached cable, kind of a bummer, but cool party trick, it sticks to itself, so if you only want to listen to one ear at a time. This here is made out of silicone, making that ultra comfortable inside the ear. The nozzle is a weird shape, but it doesn't bother me. Another cool party trick here, you can see it's labeled left and right. The reason for that is you can wear this as an ear hook, or you can wear it straight down. I can appreciate the design here, because this is a different design. Does have a microphone. 3 Harmon lovers walk into a bar. Ouch. Cable is relatively well behaved, doesn't tangle overly easily. So yeah, overall, I'll give this a pass for build. It's pretty budget, and honestly, it feels like it's going to hold up for like exercising and stuff like that, which is what this is marketed for. How does it sound? The bass is quite fun. There's a good amount of bass. It does reach into the mids, but I don't find it overly offensive. It kind of just gives it a more warm tonality. You get into the upper mids and treble. It's a little too much for me, especially around 4 to 5K. Yeah, snare drums specifically, that's what I noticed the most. It does grate on me. It does get fatiguing. It does hurt. But I think it was kind of an intentional tuning choice to kind of balance out some of the warmth in the lower. So if you're like me and you're sensitive to that region, I would pass on this. But if you're not sensitive to that 4 to 5K region, I actually prefer this over the Truthear Zero, because this also has that forwardness where I felt snare drums were kind of hurting me and a little too much for me. But this has more low end to kind of balance that out, so I can listen to this longer than I can listen to the Truthear Zero. That being said, if you compare it to something like the QKZ HBB, oh man, I'm going to digress here for a quick second to just talk about and gush over the QKZ HBB once more, because I love this thing. The upper mids and treble are so well tuned. HBB is, oh man, awesome job with this tuning. This has the same fun bass as this JBL, but it doesn't have that weird, unrefined, kind of peaky upper thing going on. So, long story short, I would suggest get this instead, the QKZ HBB, but that's not what we're talking about here. Let's talk about a couple songs. Kill Jill. This is where I noticed snare drums were just too much, way too much. Everything else sounded awesome. It sounded fun. If that 4 to 5K was just more in check, I probably wouldn't have had a problem there. Get into Audio Slave. The scratching sound that you get when you go up and down a guitar neck, that came off too sharp. Some of the things that Tom Morello does came off a little too sharp. And yeah, snare drums again, just, it does grate on me over time, similar to the Truthear Zero. Lady Antebellum. This has some weird timbre to it when it comes to instruments. It is noticeable to me that, yeah, it kind of comes off a bit metallic, but man, it's like, it's really, yeah, it's like, it's one of those things that it's a budget set and it's built different, and I feel like this tuning would lend well for going on a run and stuff where you kind of want all that stuff boosted. Like, you want more bass, you want more of those uppers in order to kind of compensate as you're running about and doing your exercising and stuff. I think this is good for that purpose. My only thing is, I way prefer the QKZ HBB. Like, I would recommend this if it wasn't for the QKZ HBB. This thing just sounds so much better to me in basically every single way. It has that same fun bass, it has less intensity, and it's just easy to listen to this all day long with better tone and timbre. Long story short, yeah. I mean, if you want this for exercising, if you want it for the fit and comfort features and like the cool design stuff that they've done, go out and buy this. It is kind of cool for that, and you can always EQ it. But if you want something that is, you know, a bass heavy set and maybe is a little more balanced and has a better tonality to it, I'd point you towards the QKZ HBB. And yeah, I think that's essentially it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.